Good morning. Welcome, everybody. My name is Kimberlie Wright. Welcome to Word Up, the class all about spoken word, short stories, and poetry. All right, I had to make sure to record this today. We're going to have some spoken word on our lesson that I gave you last week about shape or concrete poems. If you have any syncanes or any other types of poetry you would like to share today, feel free. But I hope you all worked on or tried to do the shape poems and syncanes. I did one, although I'm not finished with it. I think I'm finished with writing it and putting it into the design form, but I just wanted to color it. Also, we're gonna just go ahead and get straight into our days for today. It is May 19th, 2021. Today is Emergency Medical Services for Children Day. Today is National Barber Mental Health Awareness Day for all the barbers out there. Today is National Devil's Food Cake Day. And today is National May Ray Day. Let's see what National May Ray Day is all about. All right. The origin of National May Ray Day was thanks to comedian Richard Ankley, who decided to honor his brother Ray, who was born on the same day in 1977. The Broadway Fun Spot, nicknamed for a Broadway resident in St. Joe's, Michigan, decided to commemorate the day by turning it into an official holiday. Richard Ankley is also the founder of Welcome Giving Day. All right. National May Ray Day is celebrated on May 19th, celebrates all the rays of sunshine in our lives. It's that time of year when the remnants of spring bring whispers of summer and the sunshine is at its most inviting. So what are you waiting for? Take a gulp of that sweet summer air. All right, later on we'll have a couple of more poetry prompts. So I hope you all got the lesson last week about the 6-word story, short story. If you did not, we'll go over that again. First, I wanted to just add a little bit of color to this piece so that you can see that I've been working. But as you all recite your poetry, I will go back on that. So right now, I'll recite later, but however, I just wanted to show you that I have been writing a shape poem. I just added that little bit of color red. And the title of my poem is called Peace and Love. So as you can see, you see a peace sign, and it's intertwined with a heart. So I'll share that later, but it's called Peace and Love. Is there anybody that would like to share a shape poem or concrete poem that they wrote? Did anybody draw the image? No?
I have a Sin-Cane poem.
Okay. Sharon?
Yes.
Go ahead, love.
The name of my poem is Today. Okay. Today. Not tomorrow. No, not yesterday. Each day I wake up is today.
Okay, that was really, really good.
Thank you.
That was really good. All right, so anybody next want to recite? Ms. Jean, you have to unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear me. Last night that allergy killed me. I love the short stories in 6 words.
Okay.
Okay. Shall I read all that I wrote so they're so short? I just read one and stop.
You can read all that you wrote if you inspired to.
Oh no.
Call from exhaustively.
Hi, Shannon. I'm in class. Hello?
We'll come back to you, Ms. Jean. All right, anybody else want to share? Don't be afraid. Why y'all so quiet out there today?
Excuse my phone rang.
So you off the phone now?
Yeah, I'll read my short stories.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, love.
Okay, my short stories. I said I do, but didn't.
I like that. It intrigues me to hear the full details of what in the world you. That's really good. All right, keep going. Go ahead, Miss Jean.
Life can be short or long. Friend, enemy, you choose.
Wait, go ahead, say it again.
Friend, enemy, you can choose.
Oh, you can choose. Okay, good job.
She called me from the grave.
Okay, pretty spooky.
When he called, I was frightened.
Okay,
I love, admire, and fear you. I love, admire, and fear you.
bravo, bravo.
One more. Choose to laugh, not cry.
You need one more word.
I choose to laugh and not cry.
I choose. Okay, no problem. No problem. Good job. Good job, Miss Jean. So, anybody, y'all having issues writing those? Are you all having issues writing those shape poems, or y'all just don't feel inspired by that?
Oh, Kim, they seem contrived to me. I just couldn't get into it.
Okay. I guess the only thing is really, it's just like writing any poem that you just wrote. What it is, you have to, I guess you're doing a little bit more work as it pertains to the artistic flair, putting it into an image. But it's okay. I feel like if I do like 20 more, y'all might be inspired.
Speaking inspired, Kim, I saw a bird's nest that had been blown out of a tree. So that would be a good shape poem.
Wow.
You know, to draw the little nest with all the little sprigs could have names on them like home, you know, mother. Yeah.
Talking about it was on the ground, the nest. Miss Jean.
Ma'am?
It was the nest on the ground.
Yes, yeah. It had been blown from a tree, I think. And
Okay.
it looked so pathetic, but it was a beautifully made little nest. You know how birds can make the nest so it's intricate and really, really sturdy,
Right.
but it had been blown to the ground.
Anybody else have any poems that they want to share?
I have a six word story.
Okay. 1 second. Go for it.
Okay, I just wrote this. Born on stairway, climb up. I just realized that's not right. I'll have to work on it.
So just take your time, not like right quick, but in a few seconds, just moments, just take your time and add another word. Just meditate on it. We waiting on you. It's okay. We can do works right in it. This is a classroom right here. We can do the work right.
Okay. Born on stairway, I'll climb up.
That's great. That implies a lot. I would like to hear. That intrigues me to want to listen to your story as it pertains to the more complete story. So that is what these 6-word short stories are supposed to do as well. Make the reader or the listener want to engage in more into seeing what the actual story is about. That's really, really good.
You want to hear the story now?
That's the story.
That's it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. My mother told me she went to the hospital because she was in labor. She stayed there 3 or 4 hours, and they sent her back home. My grandmother, her mother was with her. So when they got into the rooming house, right at the foot of the stairs, that's where she decided, or I decided to come into the world. So I was actually born on the stairways, on the stairwell.
Wow.
That's good.
And so how do you express climbing up?
Well, there's another part of the story, but I couldn't quite fit it into a poem. It was also All Saints Day, November 1st, that I was born.
But hold on 1 second, Mr. Randy. Just like you are sort of speaking, telling us a story. The short stories as pertains to this class, Word Up, really has nothing to do with rhyme or rhythm or poetry. I mean, not rhythm, but poetry as far as rhyme per se. It doesn't have to be in poetry form. A short story is just a simple short story that, sometimes you can share and tell or read it, just like you're speaking it. That's what I'm trying to get you all to see.
I'm sorry, I have to cut off.
Okay, I have one, Pat Kim. I've got.
Hold on, Mr. Randy's not done. Hold on. So we're gonna come back to you, Mr. Randy.
You say they had to cut off. He said, okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Hold on. Give me 1 second, lovely. So I hope you all heard that short stories have nothing to do with poetry as it pertains to rhyming. Short stories is just simply, as he was just telling us a story, you have it's not that long, but you have some content of a subject and what you're trying to get across to us as far as a short story. Okay, go ahead, Ms. Vicky.
I have two. I didn't attend the class last week, but I gathered from what Mr. Ronnie was saying, I could write them right now. I wrote just two.
Okay.
Voices came loudly from the silence.
Too long. That's 7.
Say that one more time.
Voices came loudly from the silence.
Oh yes, that's really grand as pertains to leaving a big imagination, because I want to definitely hear, the rest of the story. But that's really, really
good.
good.
The story around it, but I know how I could write a story around it. And my second one was.
Okay, hold on. I don't want y'all to get confused either. The 6-word stories, I'm saying, as it pertains to the content of what you put in your 6 words, it's supposed to make the person intrigued as it pertains to. I'm not saying that you have to write a story to any of these. I'm just simply saying that if there were a story, the 6-word story that you just gave me really intrigued me to want to know more. But anyway, go ahead, Ms. Vicky.
And the second one was darkness covered every corner inside her.
Wow. It sounded kind of nasty. I just playing.
Darkness covered every corner inside her. And you know, you sometimes, I was thinking in terms of grief
Uh-huh.
and how I could compose a lead into and build upon how someone deals with grief.
Right. No, that sounds really good. I was just joking. So you just wrote those right then in class?
Yes.
Okay, good job.
I didn't.
So it doesn't matter if you do work on your own or right in this class. This is a classroom setting, so you see I'm sitting up here coloring my piece. But
I did write a poem I talked to you the other day about, and
okay.
I finished it.
All right, you ready to recite?
Okay. Let me know when.
Go for it. You got the stage.
The title of my poem is called "I Remember Egypt," and sometimes I sing a song from the old African American spiritual, and it's also from the book of Exodus 5:1, and it says, "Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Tell, O Pharaoh, to let my people go." I remember Egypt before the Romans came. We were the rulers of all the land, as our writings and artwork does proclaim. We organized the cities very upscale, a people who labored hard, as historians tell. Following the stars and planets so high, we built great pyramids pointed to the sky. Great pharaohs protected and fed all near. The word spread wide throughout the sphere. We taught the world our secrets so dear. Their leaders visited and plotted to make us fear. They divided and conquered as their strategic plan, oppressed, degraded, enslaved the black Egyptian man. They divided those who had from those who had not. We fought each other without a thought. Some gained and others lost, but the greatest tragedy was the loss and our cost. Our kingdom of Egypt and freedom forever gone. I remember Egypt. It was my home.
Woo!
Thank you very much.
That was good.
Good. We gotta redo that poem again at one of our events or something. Some type of event. So make sure to revise, read that again, have somebody read it to you, and then also copy that down in your journal or your compiled book.
What I want to know is, did y'all like my singing?
I didn't like your singing, and I thought although you have a really nice voice, I thought your singing was nice. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. So I don't see certain people. However, I'm going to go ahead and read the shape poem that I wrote. I got one more color just to do right quick to try to inspire you young people to write this, to make a shape poem or a concrete poem. So far here, let me spotlight this. Somebody had some background noise, sorry. All right, so here is the shape poem. Want to see it up close? All right, this is called Peace and Love. I hope I'm able to see where I just colored over, so I made sure to, even though since I was using color, I just decided to do it really light. All right, this piece is called Peace and Love. Peace is the opposite of war. Silence! Peace is very quiet. Nothing to do with the riot. Non-violent, like Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. Like resting so well, floating on a cloud in your dreams. It is democracy for you and me, uniting all races, especially between black and white. We need diplomacy. We should have respect. Sorry. We should have respect. Let me go back to my paper. I don't want to stress myself to see that. We should have respect for one another, conciliation, then cooperation, leading to liberation for world peace. Where we can live in nirvana so that we can experience tranquility, serenity, and harmony. Love is a 4-letter word. Is it a noun or a verb? It's if I keep you, if you get on my nerves. When it happens, you would know that you heard the heartbeat and you grow weak, sometimes not being able to speak. Smitten and falling for a mate, possibly on a date, or giving thanks for what mama put on your plate. Cherishing moments with family and friends, caring, affection, hugs, forever and forever, the end. All right. So I know that was a little slow, but
Love is a verb. It's not a noun. I think love is a verb.
Okay. So that was my poem, my shape poem, Peace and Love. Come on, y'all can do it. What I did was I lightly drew the peace sign first, and I lightly drew the heart, because I knew I wanted to write something about peace and love. Then I took my scratch paper and just jotted down some words that had to deal with peace and love, and then I wrote a poem centered around those words. Here are the peace words. Here are the love words, and then here's the love poem, and here's the peace poem. So then I took my time and wrote the peace words, going all the way around the circle on the piece with the ink pen, and the love part. I just kept writing small enough or large enough that I know it would fill in. And once I finished with the ink pen, I erased my original drawing, which was really light, and now I'm coloring it, and I'm still inspiring you all to do that. I know you can do it. Just have fun with it. You can write, if you can draw a circle, well, some people can't draw a circle. If you can draw a square, you can write a poem about a square. If you can draw a puppy, you can write a poem about a puppy, or a corn dog, anything. So anyway, anybody have any other pieces they want to share today?
Yes, this is my first time attending Kimberlie. This is Gloria Langley, and I wanted to see what the class was all about because I do like to write poetry. But as I was listening to everyone, I do have a 6-word short story that I wanted to share.
Woo, good job.
I'm living a life of joy. And I wrote a little bit more, but I mean, it's the short story. It says, joy comes from what you know. I know that I am not hopeless. I am not fearful, and I am loved. That's my story.
All right.
That's really, really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you so much for sharing it, and thank you for joining. Like, these young people are very, very talented, and sometimes we just have a lot of fun listening to heartfelt words, sad, and we actually laugh in here a lot from some of the lessons that we've had. Thank you, Miss Gloria Langley. Miss Jean.
Yeah, Gloria, was that, you wrote like 3 short stories?
No, I wrote one short story, but I wrote it from the 6 words. I'm living a life of joy.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
She wrote
Okay.
the 6-word short story, I'm living a life of joy, and then she expounded a short story on what that meant to her.
Right. Thank you.
I got a
Miss Sally. Good job.
I got a shape poem.
Okay, okay.
I don't know if y'all can see this or not. It's a little yellow rabbit.
Yeah, hold on. Put it up and back a little bit. All right, that's cute.
The little shape rabbit.
That is cute.
I wrote this little poem about, I have a stuffed rabbit that was given to me 44 years ago. My son and I was talking about it. And so I wrote a little poem about it.
Okay.
I thought it was funny, I still had it. So I put the first 2 verses around him to make his shape. And then I put the last 2 verses in the middle.
Okay.
He's really not this big, but I had to make him kind of big in order to get all the words in.
It's no problem. That's good.
And the poem goes, the poem is entitled Pee-wee, because that's my name for him. And it goes like this. My stuffed cottontail was not shy. He could, it's hard to read going around, so I'm going to read it from what I wrote. He used to play a lullaby. I got him 44 years ago as a present from a beau. He came in a green box, you see, with a yellow bow, the same color as he. I asked for a stuffed teddy bear to hold when the days are lonely and the nights are cold. He couldn't find a teddy bear, a teddy, you see, so he bought the yellow cottontail rabbit to me. The bow has gone, the music no longer plays, but I have my rabbit, Pee-wee, every day. His nose doesn't twitch, his head doesn't move, but that's okay because he still soothes. His whiskers tickles when I hold him close. I have since gotten 4 more animals, but Pee-wee is the most.
I love it, Sally.
That was so beautiful.
This is the real Pee-wee right here. This is the real Pee-wee right here.
Oh, it's so cute. And I see y'all both wearing the same color today.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Precious.
Woo.
That was precious.
That was so, it was really emotional in a in a good way.
Yeah.
In both ways, I don't know, I just kind of got like emotional. That was so cute. Thank you, Miss Sally.
That was precious.
It is so cute. All right, Mr. James Jones. Jamal.
Yes, ma'am.
So you said that one day when you get into our class, Word Up, you were going to be prepared to recite one of those mini poems that you say you've been writing since the 1920s?
And still look good.
So since you say you had so many poems, if it might not be today, but we still waiting to hear from you.
Sure.
Okay.
Next week, I'll charm everybody's ears with lovely words.
All right. Thank you so much for joining in with us. All right. Any other young people have any pieces to share? I love your shape poem, Miss Sally. So young people, y'all saw Miss Sally did that shape poem, that bunny. All y'all got to do is get a simple shape, write about something, and even she wrote about something that was really a real experience in her life. It was so touching, so good. All right. I'm all right.
Okay, I'll do that the next time.
Thank you. So once again, since Miss Gloria, you ever saw any of the examples of our shape poems before?
No, I haven't.
It's no problem. I'm going to show everybody some again really quick. Don't fret. It's a fun thing. All right. All right, here we are. We're going to share the screen right here. All right. Once again, you can see all these beautiful designs and shapes. Let's check this one out. Let's see if I can read this. It says, raindrop. A drop of rain is like a sudden knock at the door, unexpected, yet often welcome with a smile. It can brighten your day or ruin your plans. It can make you laugh or make you sad. Whether the raindrop is moving fast or slow, or is big or small, it always gets everyone's attention. A raindrop contains many secrets. It is a bubble of anticipation and surprise. It cleanses the earth. It feeds the flowers and fills the holes. The raindrop is never silent. It bangs on the roof, spatters on the window, and splashes into a puddle, a raindrop. And you see they wrote that in the shape of So some poems have like the whole design filled in, and some are just on the outside, like this whale or the outline. The big blue whale is not a fish. You could not keep it in a dish. A bathtub would not do it all. A swimming pool is much too small. You would not want to pay the bill of a 40 million little krill that you would need to buy each day if big blue whale came to stay. It's bigger than a jumbo jet, so do not keep one for a pet. Home is in the salty sea with krill for breakfast, lunch, and tea.
Oh, and they put the title around his eye. Now, see.
Yep, the title and the person's name. It says Big Blue Whale, and then they have it copyrighted with their name, Catherine something. I can't see that.
Yeah, it's small.
So you see these birds, all sorts of things, and you can see right here, let me go back. You see 3 different styles of birds. Don't worry about your drawing. You know, you just want to have fun with it. There's one bird that looks kind of, realistic. Then you have this bird. It's like from a top view. And then there was this bird that looked a little elementary, but even still, I think it's cute. So do the best you can.
That would be my bird. That's elementary bird.
I wanted to see one more. Okay, let's put in another search. I just put in shape poems for adults. You even see somebody did a shape poem with it looks like a portrait.
Oh,
And you can
wow.
see they drew the face, but they still did their lines, the words and stuff on top of it.
Yeah, and well, their eyebrows is words too. Oh, wow, that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
and look at that one. It's a little bit more simplistic, but it's still the shape of the face. You see a sneaker,
Mm-hmm.
a tennis shoe, a fish that's filled all in. Wanna be a fish by 86. Wanna be a fish. Have a slick fish head. Spread fish jam on my fish bread. All's good round my bowl today. Don't like it, I'll swim away. Bubbles for my friends. Swim loops without end. Shiny treasure chest, a castle of my own. Plastic kelp, fully grown. If I was a fish, I'd be the best. Not copper, not bronze, not silver. I'd be a goldfish. That was cute. All right, so we're gonna go back into this 1 second. Did I stop sharing with you all?
Yes.
All right, 1 second. I hope you all have pencil and paper out if you need it.
What I put it out. Yeah.
All right, once again, young people, inspired by Hemingway's famous 6-word tale, for sale, baby shoes never worn. The 6-word story has served as a prompt for decades, testing writers' ability to create their own succinct masterpieces with all sorts of clever results, including the popular 2006 Word Memoirs project. All right, we're gonna skip all of that. Reddit is about 2 years old. 6-word story has only started. We're gonna go back down some. Sorry. So they showed some examples of the 6-word stories. Breathe. Don't move. I'm just bang. It's like somebody got shot or something. Ring, church, groom, where is she? Mercy. What's that? He asked, continuing. Axe falling. The rooster crows. Wait. The plague starts with a hug. Out of wine, nuns went mad.
Try
Stop
Andy,
getting my
1977.
piano tuned.
Oh, wait,
I stopped getting my piano tuned. Dinner for two, widower, and memories. I asked, you answered with silence. I love this one. Why are you in my selfie?
Oh, I like that one.
All right. So that was just a few more of the 6-word stories. Don't forget, young people, that tomorrow at 10 a.m. we are having our Take Part in Art slideshow from the Harriet G. Darnell facility. So some of you have submitted works in that slideshow. Don't forget that. That's going to be at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh, I thought it was 1 o'clock today. I got all confused.
All right. So I'm going to give, y'all get ready. I'm going to give a poetry prompt, and I want everybody else to give a poetry prompt, and I'm going to write them in the chat. So everybody can write these down as it pertains to something to write about. meaning like something extra, not your shape poem, not your 6-word story, something entirely different. All right. So my prompt for today is, I know, sorry. All right. My prompt for today is write about an event you enjoyed for Older Americans Month. Write about an event you enjoyed for Older Americans Month. Kind of like describe why or something like that, or however you want to express it, write about it. All right, Miss Sharon Hartnett, do you have a poetry prompt you want to add?
No, not at the moment.
Miss Gloria Langley, do you have a poetry prompt, something that we can write about? Miss Sally Dawson.
How about a Who Am I poem?
A who? Who am I?
Yeah.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. We've done those before. All right. Write a Who Am I poem. So I hope you all know that's supposed to be written in the style of us guessing who you are, without you telling us. In a sense, you giving us clues and hints, but not telling us per se all the way. And it can be first person, yourself, or someone, something outside of you. Miss Vicky, do you have a poetry prompt you want to add for this week?
I would like people to write, write about experiences of wearing the face mask.
All right, that's a good one.
A good one.
Write about the experience of wearing a face mask. All right, anybody else have a prompt? Miss Jean, unmute yourself.
I'm trying to
I wrote a syncate about aging, and maybe we could write about aging.
Oh,
Hello?
sorry, on the last one I put writer, it was a mistake, but y'all know it's supposed to be write about the experience of wearing a mask. Write about aging. All right, you wanted to recite your sentence?
Yes, ma'am. Aging. Years pass, accept the change. You earned new you. Rejoice.
That's good.
Thanks.
That is good. Anybody else have a poetry prompt?
trying to understand with these prompts, are we writing on all of these or are we choosing one?
Poetry prompts are not even really for you to write about it all. We've just put them out there to inspire you to write more. And if you are drawn to any of them to write about, then you can write about it, but you may not even be drawn to one of them.
Okay.
Yes, it's just a way to prompt you or try to get you to write about, write something else.
Okay, well, I have one now since I'm understanding.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we, not can we, or how about writing about an experience you encountered during the pandemic, if you can shorten that?
Okay, no problem. Write about an experience you encountered during the pandemic. All right. So, Miss Gloria Langley.
Yes.
I I want you to look up Sin Canes.
Spell it.
I'm spelling it. I'm putting it in chat right now.
Okay.
Sin cane. It's pronounced like SIN, and like a sugar cane or a walking cane. CANE cane. So sink, y'all know that is like a prefix or a word that has to deal with 5. So this particular poem, Miss Gloria Langley deals with 5 lines, 5 stanzas.
Five lines, 5 standards. Okay.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I just said 5 stanzas is like saying 5 lines. I'm putting it in the chat right now. It has 5 lines. You see that?
Okay.
All right. The first line has 1 word.
Okay.
The second line has 2 words.
Okay.
The third line, how many words you think the third line got?
3.
Yes, ma'am. So you already know about the sin cane.
Okay.
The fourth line has 4 words,
Mm-hmm.
but the fifth line has 1 word.
Okay.
So the first line tells about a subject. It could be puppy. The second line is two adjectives that describe puppy. Give me 2 words that describe puppy, Miss Sally.
Soft and wiggly.
Soft and wiggly. The third line has 3 action words, usually ending in ing, but they don't have to end in ing, but they're usually 3 action words that describe, once again, the first line, which is puppy. Give me 3 words. Anybody, Miss Jean? 3 words that describe puppy.
Soft, cuddly, warm, fuzzy.
No, I said 3 words. It's okay.
Action words, right?
Soft, cuddly, warm.
Okay. So I'm looking for something more like jumping.
Yeah, barking, jumping, growling,
Barking.
chewing.
Jumping, licking, chewing.
Yeah.
And the fourth line is like a phrase or a sentence that further describes the first line, but it's only 4 words, like
He kisses my face.
he kisses my face. That's good. That's a real good one. And then the fifth line reverts back to the first line, but it just tells it's a synonym that is like puppy, like it would be dog. So it's like using a similar word to puppy.
Okay, let me ask you something. Can you use on the 5th line, could you use like the breed of the puppy, like maybe boxer or
Yes.
boxing or something like
Yes.
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
that would even make it even more personal.
Okay.
Yes.
And when
Chihuahua.
A chihuahua, yeah.
That's mine, Chihuahua.
So even with the prompts, Miss Gloria Langley, what I was trying to show you is that with the prompts, we tend to revert back to some of our lessons that we've had previously, like when you write about an experience as it pertains to that you've had during the pandemic, then you can write a cinquain.
you're right, okay.
Or you could write a haiku. You know, are you familiar with the haiku?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you that real quick. A haiku is, the cinquain was written by a Caucasian woman from America, and she fashioned it after the haiku. The haiku is a short Japanese poem that was devised to help school children learn repetition. But however, haikus are very popular, and adults love to write and recite haikus in the West or these days. So a haiku is a poem that has 17 syllables. 17 syllables meaning like sounds, like Kimberlie has 3 syllables. So just put that in the chat really quick. We love to recite haikus. Haiku has 17 syllables, but only 3 lines. 3 lines. The first line has 5 syllables. Somebody get Miss Jean or Miss Vicky, if y'all got one of y'all haikus, please get that out for example. Second, or Miss Sally, second line has 7 syllables. And third line has 5 syllables. So 5 plus 7 plus 5 equals 17. And that's how you write a haiku. So if you wanted to write about an experience during the pandemic that you've had, you could also write it in the style of a haiku. Or you could simply do a free verse. Free verse is just writing however it flows from you. Miss Jean or Miss Vicky, do you have a haiku, or Miss Sally?
I think I do.
Okay.
Okay, this one's wedding. Wedding vows are now said.
Hold on. So Miss Gloria Langley can count the syllables, or I can do it with my hand. Just go a little bit slower, sorry.
Okay, wedding vows are now said.
That's the first line, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A new life begins as to pledge.
Okay. Got it.
The greatest gift has formed by God.
All right. That haiku went a little bit long.
Oh, I had 575.
That was, your first lines was way longer than 5. Your second line was,
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
the first one was 6.
I got one, Cam.
The first one was 6, Miss Jean.
I'm sorry. Okay.
You gotta go back and count them syllables.
Okay, I'm out.
I have one.
No, you're all right. It's okay. Just go back and count the syllables.
Okay.
Go ahead, Miss Vicky.
I have one called The Conversation.
Okay.
And I read this back in January.
All right.
Class. The first line, you listened to me. The second line, I learned something about you. The third line, we talked, laughed, hugged, kissed.
You see that, Miss Gloria Langley?
But I missed her syllables on the first. What was the first line again?
You listen to me.
Hold on. Miss Vicky, can you say the first line, not the last line?
Okay, the first line was, you listened to me.
That was 5.
5 seconds. 5. That's the first line is 5. The second line is 7. The third line is 5.
Okay, go to the second line.
I learned something about you.
Yeah.
I learned something about you. That's 7. Go ahead, Miss Vicky.
And then the third line is 5 syllables. We talked, laughed, hugged, kissed.
And that's
That was
5.
called The Conversation.
I keep missing that first line because I'm thinking 4 syllables when you said 5. So I'm sorry.
You get the words mixed up with the syllables.
Okay.
Word the syllables.
Okay, gotcha.
It's 4 words, but it's 5 syllables.
Read your first line, Miss Vicky, again.
You listened To me.
me.
Okay, listened. Gotcha. All
Yeah,
right.
this one
Thank
has
you.
2 syllables.
Because
Okay,
you're doing syllables or sounds, not
Right.
just one word,
And
sound.
not words. Okay.
During the conversation, I thought about this when I wrote it, because in a conversation you have people who are listening, and people who are saying things and doing things in a conversation.
yeah,
And it involves so much that we take for granted that somebody's listening. You listen to me.
yeah.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. I got one.
Okay, go ahead, Miss Sally.
Okay, mine is entitled Crayons. Okay, colors that express my mood, cheerful, bright, or dark. These are my crayons.
You got it, Miss Gloria?
Yes. Thank you.
Even the last one, it was these are my crayons.
Yes, that's 5 syllables. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So you can write about a haiku. You can write in the style of a haiku, a senkai. You can write your experience of something you experienced during the pandemic in a 6-word short story. You can even write a short story about the pandemic, your experience during the pandemic. I'm just trying to prompt you to write something. And so far we've had this class for a while, but we do go back on different lessons so people can learn different ways to write to actually inspire them. We've had such a wonderful class today. If you all want to look on the Older Americans Month calendar, I think they do have some type of photography slideshow or something today. If you would like to look at it, but don't forget we do have our art slideshow tomorrow at 10 a.m. We're gonna go ahead and conclude or end class today. Thank you so much for sharing, and next week I hope to see more of your shape or concrete poems. Any style of poems or writings that you would like to share. Don't forget that this class is Word Up. It's the class all about poetry, short stories, and spoken word. My name is Kimberlie Wright. Thank you for all your pieces that you shared. Thank you to Ms. Gloria Langley. You all have a wonderful and blessed day. My name is Kimberlie Wright. Peace.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
Love y'all. Bye-bye.
Love you too.
Bye, everybody.